Hello and welcome to your first course, IMG 300, Distance Education Success Strategies and Program Overview. My name is Chris Gibbons. I am the chair for the Bachelor of Science in Medical Imaging program, and I'll also be your instructor for this brief one-week course. So, what's this course all about? In the next week, we want to make you fully comfortable with your distance education environment. So what we're going to be doing is learning about how to do assignments in a distance education environment, how to do some of the basic activities that will be 95% of what you will do here throughout your time at Mercy College leading up to graduation. We want you to be fully comfortable with that digital environment before the first day of your content courses, which start in 1 week. So you'll be practicing some of those things in a low consequence environment, getting used to those functions. So when your courses start next week, you'll be up and running and fully confident. Now, you may run across some bumps in the road as you go through this week. Perfectly anticipated and absolutely normal. And that's what this week's about. If we have some problems with your computer, or maybe you can't watch videos correctly and they aren't working on your laptop, this is the week that we're going to get all of that fixed. So when you are ready to go again for your courses starting in the following week, you'll have all of that stuff ironed out. Now, in this video, what I would like to do is kind of go over the lay of the land, what your activities and assignments will be over the week. So we're going to do a brief overview, kind of a walkthrough of your course, and get you used to what's going to be coming up over the next week. So with that, let's get started. Let's go into the course and look at some of the things that you'll be doing over the next 7 days. Well, let's start our course overview at the very basics. I'm going to have you go to our college website, mercycollege.edu, and we're going to enter the course through what I call, or what we call here at Mercy College, the My Mercy, which is really your digital hub for a lot of the resources that you'll be using throughout your entire time here at Mercy College. So let's take a look at that. All right, so I'm at the mercycollege.edu, and you'll find the My Mercy link right up here, kind of a prominent orange-red color, and I'll click that. And this will bring you to My Mercy. Again, this is your kind of your digital hub where you'll be accessing a lot of the resources here at the college. If you'll notice on the right-hand side, all of these links here are going to be frequently used by you, including Desire to Learn, which is your digital campus, Empower Me, that's how you register for your courses, and you also see your final grades, and you can review your transcripts as well. And another one that you'll use quite frequently, a few times a week, is your student email. And there's a lot of other links in here, including how to order your textbooks and library links, so many really good, valuable resources. So please check in with the My Mercy area. Again, I'd recommend that you bookmark that. Also, you'll find in this area sometimes pertinent information that we have for the semester. For example, student health insurance is being highlighted in there. So again, a good place to start as you enter your course. So I'm going to enter the course, and we're going to hit Desire to Learn. That should look familiar to you with the login. One of the things you will note on here is I am using Chrome. Desire to Learn works very well with Chrome. I really have had no problems over the years with it. It also, Desire to Learn, or D2L, works very well with Internet Explorer. It does not work well with Firefox. So I would recommend that you have at least those two browsers, Internet Explorer and Chrome. And for you Macs out there, you can use Safari. Again, haven't heard any issues with Safari, and maybe Chrome as your backup. Occasionally, maybe once or twice over the past few years, there's been an incident where things didn't work quite right or look quite right when I loaded a page, and by switching to the other browser, it came up just fine. Now, the reasons for that is because browsers are always upgrading, and so is D2L. And occasionally they get out of sync. So D2L might do an upgrade, and it may not blend perfectly well with an upgrade done by Chrome, but in general, it's worked out very, very well. So, or with Internet Explorer. All right, so that's my little speech on browsers. Have 2 of them. All right, let's go into the course and talk about the flow of the course. Of course, it's the IMG, which is the prefix for your medical imaging courses. It's Distance Education Success Strategies and Program Overview. Really long name for a very short course. This course will only be 1 week long. And in general, for most students, it takes about 8 hours to do the entire thing if you wanted to sit down and do the entire thing. I've had students tell me they've completed it in less than 6. Again, it just depends on your level of comfort. Maybe you already know Desire to Learn, especially former Mercy College students have a tendency to kind of go through this pretty quick. But please take your own pace at it. A comfortable pace, I would plan on about 8 hours to complete this. If you do only a couple of hours every night, you can have this done before the weekend. Wouldn't that be great? So have this course done before the weekend. Important thing to know, again, this course is only 1 week long, and all of your assignments will be due Sunday at midnight. And the assignments are very simple. It's really to help you get practice with Desire to Learn and feel comfortable with that, so they're not too difficult for assignment-wise. But they do need to be completed by Sunday at midnight. So mark that calendar down, that date on your calendar. Everything has to be in by then or earlier. For those of you that do finish early, please check into the course every few days, including Sunday, because I'll be posting items in this news section right in here. So look for kind of updates and current events in this news section. So please, if you get done early, come back to the course and catch up on all the course news. Now, you're obviously going through the sections down here where you're watching the 2 videos, and you have hopefully downloaded the recommended course schedule. Let's take a look at that. Give it a second here. All right, here it comes. So this course schedule in a PDF format, so you can easily click a little link down here to save this to your desktop. But this is a kind of a recommended schedule. Again, how you get there is up to you. But I would say start getting into those habits, those time management habits of doing a little bit every night, so you're not in that stressful situation of a Sunday trying to get everything done before midnight, where if one thing goes wrong, a sick child on a Sunday night where you're trying to get everything done and everything falls apart, or some other major event happens and you can't get it done. So do practice that time management and start a little bit every night, and you'll be done early, and you can have your weekend pretty much to enjoy and be ready for the start of your courses, your academic courses, on the following Monday. So 1 week, this course is 1 week, and then immediately following that, your academic courses will begin. So here's a recommended schedule. Kind of breaks it down throughout the week. And I'll be talking just a few moments about what these modules are and how you are graded. So take a look at this. This should keep you on a nice pace to get done, perhaps even early. So there is our recommended schedule. We will not have a formal syllabus for this course. It is a very short course. All of your courses here at Mercy College, other than this one, will have a formal syllabus, which is a very long, detailed document that explains everything about the assignments in the course. Again, this is a brief one, so let's just call this schedule as basically your syllabus. Okay, now, so you have that schedule. Let's talk about the content of the course. Now, to access really what the course is about, you do click the content button. You can find a lot more information about Desire to Learn in the Desire to Learn or the D2L Quick Start video. It's much longer than this. I won't go into a lot of details about Desire to Learn because that will be covered in that video. But just know that the content is the key to the course. So you'll click on that, and that will bring up a outline, which you'll notice here on the left-hand side. And the first thing you want to delve into with any course is hit that course overview. And we happen to have landed right on it immediately when we opened up this course. This will give you a nice lay of the land, gives you information about the instructor, how to contact the instructor, me, and if you have any questions or problems as you're going through the course this week, please don't hesitate to contact me. That's what this is all about, really ironing out any of the kinks that you might have over the week so you're ready to go on Monday with your first academic courses. Again, please use email, phone, virtual office, which I'll go over in just a second, to contact me. Also, I have the course schedule, a link again for that recommended course schedule in here. Okay, let's talk about, before we go down further on this page, let's talk about the virtual office. Click on that. Virtual office is an area where you can post a question to me, and usually within 12 to 24 hours, I'll be able to respond back to you. Please do not put questions of a personal nature or anything about your personal grades in there. That's confidential information. That's something best we would do with an email or with maybe a phone call. So please do not put anything in the virtual office that's personal, but maybe something about a question on a quiz or question about an assignment. That's perfectly suitable for the virtual office. Now, let's see. Now, let's talk about what you'll be doing. This course, again, is only 1 week long. And as I said multiple times, it's really to get you comfortable with desire to learn and also for you to learn more about your program, medical imaging. In this course, we're going to have activities and assignments. Now, the activities, these are not graded. They are more of like warm-ups, if you will. Some of these are just kind of activities to, again, get you more used to how to use the functions within your digital campus desire to learn. Some of the activities are kind of important and are not going to force you to do it, but I would highly recommend that you do all the activities. For example, one of the activities will be applying for your library barcode. Now, you don't have to have your library barcode, but if you want to make your life a lot easier, you will want to get that library barcode. That'll give you access to all of the digital materials here at the college. You'll be able to do practically all of your research assignments at any time convenient to you. So do the activities. Again, it won't be that difficult, and it's really to help you reinforce some of these skills. Even applying for the library barcode will help you learn how to edit a document and then submit that document to something we call Dropbox. Plus, it also gets your library barcode coming to you. The graded assignments for this course are clearly labeled, and we have 4 assignments. Again, they're not very difficult. And they are 25 points apiece. There's 100 points for the entire course. Please do all the assignments. They're due by, as you've already guessed, as I said, Sunday at midnight. This course will close. You have to have all of your assignments in by then. They're not very difficult. Again, we're really trying to practice certain skills. This course, though, is a course. It is graded. You do receive a pass-fail grade based on your completion of these assignments. So please have those in early or at the latest by Sunday midnight Eastern Time. Okay. Now let's talk a little bit. I'm going to go back up and look at the structure of the course. Over here on this table of contents on the left-hand side, we have 3 what I call quick start sections. This is going to get you ramped up very quickly with desire to learn. And you'll progress through those relatively easily. There's only activities in there. There are no assignments in there. So you're going to kind of zip through those first 3 sections probably with not too much time. In modules 1 and 2, this is where you'll find those very basic assignments in there. There are 2 assignments in module 1 and 2 assignments in module 2. What I want you to get used to is the concept of modules. Now, this course is only a week. 98% of your courses will be 8 weeks long, and they will be divided into 8 modules. So each module will be a week's worth of activity and learning. I've kind of artificially forced 2 modules in here. By no means are they even close to a full week's learning, but so you get the feel of what a module would look like. So you'll have a module 1 and 2 in here, and you'll have these kind of little mini assignments in there, giving you that sense that you'll see when you open up your first academic course, and you'll see how these modules will flow. Also, modules in your other courses will have dates assigned to them. So, for example, as I mentioned, there's 8 modules in a typical course because each typical course is 8 weeks long. The modules only open up after the week is completed, so they'll be sequential. You can work ahead, yes, that's no problem. You definitely can work ahead in your other courses, but you will not be able to access those modules until the date on which they are open, which is usually a Monday when modules open. So that's a little bit about modules. This course a little bit different, but I wanted to give you the flavor of what modules would look like and kind of feel like in this brief 7-day experience. Okay, that pretty much concludes it. Now please, I'm going to go back to the course home here. Make sure you do watch the D2L Quick Start video, especially for those of you that are new to D2L, and look at that recommended course schedule. Plan on about 8 hours of time this week, so you're not trying to do everything on Sunday, and you will be absolutely just fine by just doing maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours every night. Get done early, but please come back and do check the course news at least a couple times this week. I'd say Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. That's actually 3 times. Do check it on Sunday before the module actually closes or the course closes. Once a course closes, you cannot go back into it. So please check it that Sunday for any last minute updates that I might have. So excellent. Again, any questions, any problems that happen during this week, please don't hesitate to contact me. That's what this week is all about, kind of ironing out the kinks. And as always, thank you for watching.